Hey MTV, welcome to my crib.
We've got 3 doors in this room, all of those have been restored. The floor was completely rotted. They had laminate and they had just been patching it, so every time it had got cut, they were putting sellotape over it. We knocked this wall down and this wall down.
Starting first, here's our hallway. Not a lot to see here apart from the big damp patch on the wall. We are going to fix that soon, hopefully. We've had this wall plastered recently. You can see that we've got a lot of IKEA furniture that we need to put together here. But that's a project for a weekend soon to come. If we go on through.
There's still so much to talk about.
In here.
We're doing coving.
Yeah, okay, so in here, the plan is this rubbish coving is going to come off, and we're going to be putting some beautiful Victorian style plaster coving. We've got a good company that's done that for us in other rooms before. If Lauren turns you around, the door that you're looking at, this ugly composite door, will be coming out as well. We've just sent off for quotes for new doors. That's going to be the next major thing we need to look at paying for. We've also got this beautiful radiator here, which is going to be replaced for a nice column one. We've already started doing those in other rooms. The plan here with this wall, with this big wall, is to get some nice paneling in at the bottom with a dado, and at the top we will have some beautiful wallpaper. We're not quite sure what wallpaper to do yet. We've got a few samples dotted around. That's going to continue all the way up to the upstairs hallway, so it needs to be something that will bring a little bit of light into the space. And then the bottom half of the wall will be a light color of some description. So the blue frames was something that we thought we were going to do. So we were going to have blue frames, still do the paneling style that we wanted, but with a blue color palette. But we've decided that it's not really going to work for us. So at some point, I'm going to need to send this back, and we will look at a different color for it.
This is right off of the hallway. The first room you come in is the library. This wall is new, not to us, but the last owners put it in. Normally you would walk straight in, and I believe our neighbour's house is identical to ours, and they have this as a living room.
Yeah.
But we have a wall here. The previous owners, this was a bedroom, but for us, it is a library, my library. So this room has been started. There is other plans for it, but it's not completely finished. So it's a whole thing, but I'll talk you through it. So to start with, we have installed the Victorian coving that Milton talked about that are going into other places in here. So it's all been installed. It looks beautiful. As well as we installed a new Victorian ceiling rose to match. We're trying to add all the Victorian features back into our Victorian house. I don't actually think we had told you that our house is Victorian. It was built in bang on 1900, I believe. It's even not, yeah, bang on 1900 it was built. So there was no Victorian features, most of them were taken out. So we're adding them all back in. We have 3 fireplaces, only one that's active in use, but we have 3 chimney breasts in our house. So you will see all of them, but this is the first one as you walk in, which there's still plans for. We need to clean up the hearth.
Yeah, and the whatever.
And we need to repoint the brickwork. And we also, I don't know if anyone can point us in direction. We're on both of the chimneys that we have. They both have these, but both of them are missing the
top,
the mantle.
Yeah.
So if anyone can point us in direction to them, that would be great. Currently in here, we still have the carpet from circa 2001. And it's really bad, and it looks bad that you're seeing it, but you can't see the worst of it, because behind the chair in the corner there's a whole missing piece of carpet where it's just worn away, and it was the same through most of the house. So it's pretty bad. But we did, these shelves were already in here and we gave them just a quick paint, and we changed, well, we didn't change that actually, we sprayed these to a brass because they were white and some were rusted, they looked awful. But the plan long term is going to be to replace all of this and have shelving going along here with cabinet storage at the bottom, because I have too many books and eventually we need storage for, I don't know, children's toys and stuff like that. So there will be a lot more going on.
Oh, I was expecting more books around the corner.
No, I'm afraid not. So, but there is books everywhere. But at the moment, the only thing left to do in here, well, the few things we have left to do in here at the moment are changing the carpet out and getting the chimney and the mantle sorted. Other than that, there's not much going in here at the moment until we get to doing these big projects, but there's much bigger things that need to be done. Over the last couple of years, we've also been slowly restoring all of the doors in the house. I didn't realise there was clothes on the back of there, sorry. So this one has been done. I think we only have one door left to finish.
Yeah, it's just my office door left to do. All the other doors have been beautifully done.
And we have changed all of the handles, which is one apparently has dust on it. Apologies. We've changed. We're in the process of changing all of these to these lovely, I think they're called beehive. Yeah. Knobs. We also had shutters put in at the beginning of last year, in the front two windows. So upstairs and here we have these beautiful shutters, and as Milton said, we've been slowly replacing the radiators, so we have a column radiator in here as well. And that's everything in here at the moment. There are plans, like, so with the shelves, we are also going to put a built-in desk here. Yeah, there's a lot still going on in here, but it's one of the most finished rooms we have. So I think that shows by the fact that we don't actually have one completed room yet. So that's kind of like why we debate on what the percentage of rooms we have done. But that is what we call the library. It's a very small library, but it's my library.
It's a library. It's got more than 100 books in it.
I don't think that's what classifies a library.
That is what a library
is. Is it not? I thought it was 1,000.
No, it's 100.
We'll back to that. Come with me. We'll show you the living room. So we're going through the hallway. Our stairs to upstairs are there, but if you come through here, we'll show you the living room. So this is actually, I say the library is most completed. It's probably in it. We still have a lot to do, but visually this is the most completed room we have done. We have done the Victorian cornicing, as well as our extremely large ceiling rose, which is one of my favourite things that we put back in the house, as well as our new light fixture and light. That's just, genuinely, we've only had it for like a month and it brings me so much joy. So what have we done so far? We had the floors, the hardwood floors, we had them renovated? No, that's not the right word.
No, that's pretty close. Revamped.
No. What did we say when we're doing the wall outside?
I don't know.
What's the word I'm looking for? Restored.
That's the one.
So we recently, not recently, beginning of last year as well, or April last year, we had the hardwood floors downstairs completely restored. I keep thinking the word. We had the floors completely restored. That goes from the front door all the way through into the living room, and they are stunning. I have pictures that I will show of that work being done. Again, no videos, apologies, but I have pictures of that work being done. We have 3 fireplaces. So this is the only fireplace we plan to cover up, which we did. We had it plastered. This one was just in really bad condition. The brickwork was just like complete corners were crumbling. And it needed to be covered. So the other 2 are staying exposed. We're getting them repointed. They're going to look beautiful. But this one we decided to cover, and I'm quite happy that we did that.
That's good.
But again, we've got 3 doors in this room. All of those have been restored. I'll show you some pictures of how this room looked at different points, because it's gone through a lot. There was a dado rail in here, but we decided to get rid of the dado and just have the picture railing. We did replace the picture railing because the old picture railing in here was in really bad condition. It just couldn't be saved. So we again also got this column radiator switched out and changed, the old radiator changed to a column radiator, and we have these lovely brass fixtures on the radiators that are stunning, and we're so happy with them. And so brass is a theme in our house. Everything is brass, antique brass to be specific, including our switches and plugs, so you can see down there, and all of our knobs on doors are all brass. So we have some stuff left here to do. We are getting a new log burner. We don't know when yet, it's just other things are taking priority in the house rather than that. And we are going to be tiling inside here, which we're quite excited for. We keep going back and forth with like colours and patterns and stuff, but it should look quite nice in the long run. We keep going back and forth between like a green or like a burgundy. We'll see how it comes out, but we're quite excited. We are getting 2 armchairs to go here, which should be going on order and hopefully be here by Christmas. We have a lovely friend who owns a furniture company who made our sofa, which we should have tidied before we filmed this, sorry. But we got a new sofa last year, which was handcrafted by them, which is stunning. It was based on a loaf sofa, but we went for higher on the arms, and yeah, we picked our own colours and stuff, but it was based on a loaf sofa, and he's lovely, so we got family and friends discount, so it was incredibly cheaper than a loaf sofa. And we got this ruggable rug recently, so there will be some home interior stuff. That is all me. There is a funny story I'll tell you. So when me and Milton first moved in together, it's funny, and you know, so I don't work anymore, but I have always earned an extremely much less than Milton earns. So we hadn't been dating long, so the furniture was his, he was buying it for our first flat. Everything was white. Everything. So our table, he went very millennial on the sofa, and we had a grey sofa. Our bedside tables were white, our coat stand was white, our table was white, our chairs were white, everything was white. So then eventually we started, when we were getting new pieces of furniture, he was like, you pick them, please. So when we moved in here, and he'll attest to this on camera, it's not just me saying it, that picking things is for me to do. But we have this lovely ruggable rug, which I love. And just assume everything you see is picked by me unless I say Milton picked this. But we also recently just got this lovely mirror, which was an absolute steal. We got it for £30 from Asda, which was just amazing. Although it did take 3 mirrors and deliveries to get one that wasn't completely shattered when it arrived. So yeah, we're going to get armchairs here, a stool here. We need curtains, because we don't have curtains and have not had curtains since we lived here. So those will be getting replaced. And other than that, I think we're nearly done in this room, other than the fireplace. Oh, and we do want to do a mantelpiece, but we go back and forth because this is our understairs cupboard, and it's where we keep like our Hoover and everything. We like our mops and our everything that we get to like regularly. So we don't want anything that's going to come out too far, because we don't want to have to. So we'll see at the time, but it's not a priority at the moment. But yeah, I'll let Milton talk about the built-in.
This was my first attempt at a built-in. I'm not entirely happy with it, but it is nicer than the empty space we had before. Also somewhere for us to store all of our stuff, like our laptops and everything that's connected to that TV is in here. Because when we did the electrics for this room, we made sure we got the cables routed in. Got these lovely shelves which are barely level. I will be redoing this again at some point, but it's not a priority right now. And yeah, built-in an IKEA cupboard looks nice. I would like to possibly do a new top for this, because the ply that I got slightly too thin at 9mm. Maybe go for something thicker and get some rounded edges and stuff to make it look cool. But yeah, that is that.
Come to the kitchen, mind the step, there's a step up. So this is our kitchen, which we have painted the cabinet doors and the edges and stuff, and changed all the handles. Other than that, oh, and we painted the walls white just because it was a horrendous colour in here, and we just needed it to be like a neutral for now. At the moment, the house might look a bit neutral because our living room is neutral, but that's because the living room we're planning on adding a lot of colour on top of it, and the rest of the house is just not been done yet. but we are not white walls people. You'll see that if you follow the journey. But yeah, this is the kitchen. We've not done anything. There's a lot of plans in here, but at the moment it's just your basic kitchen from the like late 2000s. Not much was done to it, but there is big plans. There's big plans. We also have a dining room attached, which I believe used to be a bathroom based on the way Victorian houses tend to be set up. I think they extended a tiny bit. It does have an original window just here. But they extended a tiny bit, I think not a lot, but this is a dining room. And the long-term plans are to knock this wall down and this wall down and get rid of the L and turn it into a nice big rectangular kitchen. The basic plan is to try and turn the kitchen into a rectangle and make it more open. But if we can go a little bit longer, we will. But that's all just going to come down to planning permission. The kitchen here will become a downstairs toilet / laundry room. So there'll be a nice wall here, door on the side here somewhere.
This is the upstairs hallway. There is a few bits that need to be done here, but we've already started the demo a little bit. We've taken down this the coving. Again, we're going to be putting the same Victorian coving that we've got in the downstairs rooms that you've seen already. We need to sort out the loft hatch, which used to be in the bathroom, but we've moved out here temporarily until we figure out a permanent solution that looks a little bit better than this. But there's a few things like this will need changing. It's quite loose, so we'll need to do that. But we'll be continuing all the paneling that we are doing downstairs all the way up here. So all this is going to be paneled and wallpapered with a nice what's it called? With a nice coving, that's the word. Yeah, you can see that the blue from downstairs continues up here, so this will all need to be taken back and repainted. We also will be moving into other rooms, so you can see we've taken up the carpets, which were pretty bad. If you thought the ones in the library were bad, the ones up here were a lot worse. But so we've got wooden floors for now, but we'll be putting more carpeting up here. Our furniture guy also does carpets, so he'll be coming in clutch from that. Yeah, that's this part of the hallway. There is more hallway going this way, and again we'll be continuing the same thing. So this wall here, again, like the one downstairs, is new. This would have all been one big room with it leading off into the box room behind the camera there, which we'll see in a minute. We've also got a chimney breast here, which will need a little bit of attention. So we'll be raking all this back and repointing. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, repointing it again, continuing the coving up here. This wall and the one on the other side of the fireplace were both pretty bad, so we've had them plastered, so they're now nice and ready for our wallpaper / paneling. Yeah, that would be the hallway.
This is bedroom number 2 in the house, but it's currently our bedroom while we're starting the project in the main bedroom. So this is the smaller bedroom. It's at the front of the house. So this is, as we said downstairs, we had shutters put in the front 2 windows. So we had shutters put in here. We've taken down the cornicing like we have in most of the rest of the house, ready for the Victorian cornicing to be put back in. And we've recently just had these walls plastered. They were really bad. There was wallpaper on them, we took it back, and I don't think there was even plaster underneath them.
There was plaster, but it was not in a good state because people had been putting pins and
it was just completely destroyed. So this section has been replastered, and underneath the window, just because we had when we had the shutters installed, the vibrations from them being installed just caused these huge cracks. There should be another chimney here. This wasn't us that covered it up. It was covered up when we moved in. You can still see the stone hearth down here, but this was already covered. We didn't cover it. I don't think we would have, would we? We would have kept this one exposed, but it was already covered up. And there should be a radiator here, but we've taken it off in preparation for the new column one that will go in here. The plan in here at the moment is this section here is going to have a built-in wardrobe put in. The same with what we're doing in the other bedroom. We're going to do an IKEA hack wardrobe in here. We did get quotes from carpenters and it just completely exceeded our budget for wardrobes. So we're building these in. And we're carpeting in here. We did think about restoring these floors, but hopefully in the future this will be a child's room, and we just thought it would be nicer to have soft furnishings and a soft floor in here for them. So yeah, at the moment the plan only really is to the corner saying, we are redoing the skirting boards in here because there was already 2 types of skirting boards in here, and we couldn't find either of them. So when we put the new skirting boards on the wardrobes, it would be a 3rd type of skirting board in one room. So we've just decided we're redoing all the skirts. So at the moment in here, the plan is just skirting boards, cornicing, and the built-in. And we will be putting a ceiling rose back in here. But other than that, we plan on leaving it to be like the last room we do in the house, just because we don't want to do it twice. If we do it as a guest room and then have a child and have to redo it in quick succession, it just doesn't financially make sense. So we're going to leave it till the end. If we haven't had children at that point, we will obviously turn it into a guest room. But otherwise, it will just sit empty really until we eventually have a child. But at the moment we just need to get the house done. Okay, so this is our bathroom. There is context to what we're about to show you. We moved in here, the bathroom was in an awful state. I will show pictures now. The floor was completely rotted. They had laminate and they had just been patching it, so every time it had got cut, they were putting sellotape over it. So it had spent, I don't know how long, just water seeping underneath. And the floor was completely rotted and the smell was putrid. It just smelled like mould, smelled like damp. It was disgusting. And when we had visited to look at the house on the 2 occasions, I don't think either of us had picked up on it. And then when we moved in, we picked up on it pretty quickly. And neither of us wanted to use the bathroom. So we were having like the quickest baths in the world. Neither of us wanted to go to the toilet because it smelt so bad. So we made it a priority when we moved in. Well, 2 weeks after we moved in, we made it a priority to get the bathroom done. And bear in mind, we had just bought a house and emptied most of our savings. We then used what little was remaining in our savings to get a bathroom that we could use. And in doing it so quickly without thought and without a plan, it has a lot of issues and a lot of things we already want to change. So we are going to redo the bathroom again. Unfortunately, it just is what it is. The money was just spent without us putting too much thought in it. But I'll show you, you can judge. I feel like sometimes it's me being a bit too critical, but there are things that are bad. This is the bathroom. Turn on some lights. So I will show pictures of how bad the bathroom before and how bad it was. As Milton said, the loft hatch used to be in here above the bath. So it's completely, and also our bath is above the stairs. So the bath used to be an extra, I'd say a half a foot off the ground. So there used to be a step next to the bath if you come in. So the bath is still elevated slightly. It's as low as it can go for the stairs, but it was another extra half a foot off the ground, and there used to be a step here to get up into it, and we wanted to get rid of that straight away, so we did. Luckily, I have a friend who works for a bathroom furnishing. They sell bathroom sets company, so we were able to get everything at a discounted price, which was amazing. Including these tiles, luckily, not the floor tiles, just the wall tiles. But we as much as we say we're going to redo it, we are keeping a lot of it. So we added, so the loft hatch used to be here. There was no shower, it was just a bath. So we added this shower in, which we love. We love the shower, we will not be getting rid of it. We will not be getting rid of the bath. Taps, none of that's changing. It's it's kind of more of a decorating situation in here for what we're changing. We put this glass door on, it's not long enough for our shower, so our bath panel and our skirts have all got completely water damaged in the time that we've had it done, as well as in the corner here where it comes out of the corner, it's completely water damaged. So we will be replacing that. We also have this issue with the bath, with the where the stairs are. We asked our bathroom fitter to sort that out. He put a bit of wood filler, it looks like, on it, and then left it like that. Would not recommend him. He was not very good. There's a lot of issues that are down to him. But again, things that comes down to not a lot of thought. Our tiles don't have like any end capping or haven't been cut like mitre to make it look nice and clean. There's none of that. Then we have the sink here. This is going to be completely replaced. We don't like it. It doesn't fit our house. We want something antique with a sink on top just to fit into our house a bit more. So we will be replacing that completely. We have a heated towel rail above our bath, which at the time made sense. At the time made sense. Now it doesn't, because we are thinking about adding some sort of arch over the bath to enclose it and adding shelving. And we also have quite a big space here, and we have space to move the toilet over to add a towel rail here. So we're thinking that might be the case. Again, toilet staying, it's lovely, it's new, it's beautiful, that's not changing. Our floor tile was something we picked before we even moved in. This is just a shot of my feet. We're giving the internet something for free. But there has been issues. So to start with, the original issue, and I don't know if it will capture on camera here, but when our bathroom fitter did the tiles, I asked him to come back because the grouting didn't look okay. And there are parts, and I don't know if you can see them quite well here, this isn't grout. This is silicone. So I don't know if he just didn't bring it with him and didn't want to come back again. So he siliconed some of the floor tiles, which I don't know for whatever reason he did that. It's so weird. But a lot of the grouts come out. Bearing in mind, this bathroom has been in for about 18 months. I don't know if this the grout shouldn't be looking as bad as it is. And then we also had the unfortunate event of a contractor coming in our bathroom, dropping his tool belt and cracking our tiles completely next to the toilet. This is like the only thing that I truly am stunningly happy with that we got for the bathroom. I believe Anthropology. I looked at so many light fittings for this bathroom and ended up, we looked at different price ranges and this was the most expensive one we liked. And we did and ah for a while. And then eventually we're like, no, let's get it. So that will definitely be staying. But otherwise it is just kind of, it's visual, it's a lot of decorating. Like the bathroom walls are just bad. We had, the water in here is really bad. The humidity in here is really bad.
Yeah. So all the places where we had a cupboard behind here, so it's been filled. The paint hasn't set properly and water's gone in, which is why we've got patches like this. It's only happened in places where the wall has been filled in, which is unfortunate. I'm guessing just with the filler we were supposed to prime the walls before or something like that.
He says we, but we didn't do that. Our bathroom fitter did that.
Yeah.
The other thing that we need to sort out is, so we have you can hear it now actually because the bathroom fan's on. We had a bathroom fan installed up here, but there used to be one here, but it's too close to our tiles, so our bathroom fitter basically jankily cut the old one, which looks awful, so that needs to be sorted as well. So yeah, there's a lot to do in here, but the bathroom is fine, like it's completely usable, there's no damp smell, it's clean. It's just like visual stuff that like annoys us, but otherwise it's like perfectly fine. So this isn't a priority. This again will be post extension, post everything. We'll do the bathroom because it's I will spend an hour laying in the bath in this room. It's a lovely bathroom to be in. There's just visually some issues with it.
One of the other things that we did was we got an extra wide bathtub because it means that I can literally lay there and fit in perfectly. It's a bit too big for Lauren, but
yeah,
perfect for me.
We do have, Milton loves to laugh because I have to like hold my foot against the side of the bath, otherwise I slip. It's so long. Milton is 6 foot and it's like the perfect fit for him. I am 5'3". It's not the perfect fit for me, but it is incredibly deep. And it's just lovely and big, and it's our bathroom fitter literally was like, Jesus Christ, that's a big bath when we put it in. But it was definitely the right call, getting a bath this big. It's very luxurious, and yeah, that will be staying. One of the things we keep discussing is I really want to have a tiled front of the bath, but Milton obviously has pointed out that it's going to be a nightmare if we have any plumbing to be done, because then we'd have to retile. Okay, so this is our bedroom, the biggest bedroom, our master bedroom, which is our current project in the house. So there's a lot going on in here. So come in. Again, our house is Victorian, it's very long. No room is huge. We don't have a lot of space, so we are maximising space as much as possible. So there's a lot going on in here at the moment. It's kind of a mess. But we recently just had plastering done. We had the whole ceiling done, which is stunning, and we're so happy that we've had it redone. We had it done over here and this external wall, because this external wall was one of the worst in the house. It was not straight at all. The whole bottom was like at a slope. Before having the plastering done, we had electrics done. We have had sconces put in for the side of the beds. There's one on each side, and there is plugs, light switches here, and plugs that have been put in down there, which are perfect. And we also had a switch put in up here, which is going to be for our built-in wardrobe, so we can have lighting in them. And we also had plugs put in for our TV on the wall, so we have it all hidden nicely. But I think we will be changing this. We had this put in originally when we first had our electrics on, when we moved in. We did like a semi, would you say semi?
Mm-hmm.
We semi rewired. So we did a lot of rewiring, but we didn't do the whole house. And we had this put in because we knew we wanted to put a TV here. But now we do want to put a frame TV in here. So we do think we are going to end up having to get rid of this, and we will be cutting a hole in the wall.
Yeah, so we'll be putting in sync box switches, which are a little bit more recessed for the TV. And then we'll be putting a box to put the Samsung, is it not Samsung? What the box?
It is the Samsung frame TV.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the frame TV has a box that has to sit somewhere, so we're going to put a box into the wall for that to sit in, and have the recessed switches with the cables routing to it, so there is no cables anywhere that you can see.
Yeah, so that is the plan here. So frame TV, we'll be changing these, and so everything is completely seamless. But yeah, the big project, the next thing we're working on is our wardrobes. They will be coming to here where this line is at the moment drawn. We are doing 2 double wardrobes and then 1 single on the end. We are doing the IKEA hack for the wardrobes again. We're quoted from the carpenters, and their work is stunning, but just a bit out of our price range. I would love to be able to do it from them, but we can't. So we're going to do that here, and hopefully it's going to turn out amazing. And then we are currently leaning towards this colour, which is the Blush 267 by Little Green. We're planning to do that in here. We think we're not 100% right now, but we are like 90% sure that's the colour we're going with. We are colour drenching in here. So walls, all of our wood skirts, cornicing, door frames, the ceiling rows, the ceiling itself, everything is going to be that colour, which is going to be, this will be the only room in the house we are colour drenching. We did think about it for the living room, and then we did think about downstairs, we have the white at the top, and we thought about reversing it, but we've decided we're committing to this room being colour drenched, and I hope we stick to it, because we do keep going, we're very bold people, but also scared to make the wrong decision. So, but we're going to colour drench in here, hopefully. And then we are panelling. You can see the rough design of the paneling on this back wall behind the bed. We had to figure out what we were going to be doing for the electric, so that had to be mapped out beforehand. So you can see the panel here, and then our bedside tables will be here, and then the big panel in the middle is where our bed will be, and then a bedside table on the other side. And we've just this week actually been discussing about putting a mural wallpaper in the top behind the bed and behind the bedside tables, mural wallpaper, which we are quite leaning towards, because I just think it's gonna be more impactful than just one piece of art up here. And it will definitely, we're going for like a really vintage kind of over the top room in here, like with the corner thing we're putting in, with the ceiling rose, with the paneling, with the color drenching. The room is essentially going to be our bedside tables and wardrobes, because there's no other space in here. So it is going to not have a lot of furniture in it. So we're kind of trying to be impactful with the walls and the decoration. So we're hoping it's going to be quite impactful. I'm hoping to make the curtains in here myself. I want to do a pelmet around the top, some really dramatic curtains. So we're hoping to do that up here, and I'm hoping to make for myself. I casually so, I wouldn't say I am versed, especially with upholstery, so we'll see how that pans out, but that is the plan. And then there'll be paneling here. We're hoping to put a mirror here, a full-length mirror within the paneling, so we can get dressed and look how cute we look. We bought the most gorgeous bedside tables only a few years ago from Oliver Bonus, which are going to match this room perfectly. And we're hoping our bed's going to work, although we did have a mishap with it quite recently when we were moving into the other room and the headboard's a bit bent. But we will see. We were planning eventually, it's quite a cheap bed, we were eventually planning on replacing it. But we'll see. We also have a new mattress coming soon, so that's exciting. We're both very excited about that, because we both have bad backs from our current mattress. And again, in this room also, we have redone these doors, although there's a bit of plaster on here that I didn't notice. This one, I think it might be the best one. It's quite perfect. It was in the best condition and has just cleaned up beautifully. And we have done the doorknob as well in here. But yeah, this room is the current work in progress. We really want to get back in our bedroom. It's a nightmare. I'm by the wall in the other room, so I'm climbing over the bed every night, and to get out to go to the loo. So we very much would like to get back in here.
Right, so this is my office, and this room is the smallest room in the house, and it's also been the most difficult one for us to decide how we're going to do it. So for the long term, I'm going to need an office, so its initial use is going to be the office, but eventually it might need to go back to being a bedroom. At the moment, it's a bit messy. We've got our boiler in here, so this cupboard has to stay at least for now, until we maybe are thinking about the extension where we might move it into the loft or something of that effect. It's also temporarily Lauren's wardrobe as well, so when we get to doing it, we will move all this stuff out. And my thoughts is, if we're gonna have a dramatic bedroom, maybe I should have a dramatic Victorian office with like a big wooden desk with the green mat in the middle, and I don't know what I would do with my screens because I need them, but maybe have them on the wall or something like that. I am hoping to also get a little bit of storage in here, because I've got a lot of tools and crap that needs to be needs a home. All my computers will need to be racked or something like that. Yeah, at the moment it's not the best thing to look at. So yeah, that is the office, the smallest and the easiest room to talk about.
Hi.
Hello.
So this is the back garden. We've showed you every other room in the house and told you every other plan for the house.
Yeah. So this is the top or the bottom of the garden? I think
Top.
it's the top. Yeah, top of the garden. We have quite a lot of plans for this. Obviously, you will know about the extension that we want to do, which should hopefully come back as far as this little patio in front of us, right?
Yes, if not, it will just be filling out the rectangle.
Yeah.
We're planning to extend the patio.
Yeah, the patio is going to be extended, coming all the way back
Here.
So quite a ways.
Quite a way.
Should have a nice little chill out spot.
Sofa area here, table over there.
Yeah. So that should be cool. The garden at the moment is a bit of a mess. It is. This is like 2 weeks of growth and it's absolutely mental, but it was a lot worse when we got it. So there used to be a hedge going down here, which we took down last summer, made a little bit more room in the space.
I'll show a picture because there's a picture from when we first moved in, from a picture I took standing on the patio.
Yeah.
You can't see the back of the garden at all. Yeah. It's completely all overgrown.
Yeah. So there is a plan with the trees, which you...
Yes, so the plan is the olive tree, which you can't quite see because it's hidden by 2 other trees, is staying. This tree here is going, and pretty much all of the shrubbery and bushes and trees on this side, except the olive tree, are going. And then we'll be doing, around the olive tree, we're going to do a little bedding area with some lovely flowering flowers. And then we're taking out the path it's coming through, and then the rest of the garden will be nice grassy area.
Yeah. There's not much else up here. Go on to the bottom and
show you the bottom of the garden. Okay, so this is the bottom of the garden. This is where all the trees and stuff are going, so all of this will be a lot more grassy. We're getting rid of the path that's also going throughout, so after the patio there should be a big grass patch all the way up until the apple tree, which will hopefully be enough place for future children to play football. That's literally the aim, is it not?
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason. And then past here, we'll go a bit closer and show you.
This is my shed. It's terrible.
It's crumbling. So this is the back of the garden. There's a huge patio there, but it's currently covered in trees and stuff that we recently cut down. So yeah, it's also a lot of space. It's just all taken up by bush. And we have the shed that is also sitting about 3 feet away from the fence on that side and like 2 feet away from the back. So it is taking up a lot of space, like unnecessarily so. And back here is really overgrown.
Yeah,
but
we've got all the weeds. That's like a really cool looking one.
Yeah, but back here the plan is to put an additional patio down here, which is planning to come out to about here, which I think is quite big actually, isn't it? That's like what, like 4 meters, 3.5 meters?
Yeah, all the concrete we will be using.
No, it's not going to be concrete. So we're planning, Milton's Zimbabwean, and we are, what would you say we're doing? We're
building.
We're inspired by your heritage. So we're building a braai back here is the plan on this side. So this won't be here, so you'll be able to see it from the top of the garden. A big built-in braai along one side, like in a bigger L, which will be really nice. And then there'll be a shed here. It'll be a lot further over. And then there'll be a patio here. So one little table, little area, but it'll be just like a little back. This bit's a lot cooler, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like a little bit more of a little, it's like a secondary eating, outdoor kitchen,
area,
chilling area. This is like probably one of the things we're most excited about, and it's the furthest thing away that we'll do. This will be post extension, post everything, won't it?
Yeah.
But
it'll probably be around the same time as the extension, depending on money.
Depending on how money works out, because we might do it at the exact same time. But yeah, we're hoping if we can, we might run plumbing back here, mightn't we? So there's a sink down here, which will be nice. But yeah, it'll be a really nice little chill out area back here, and it'll be nicer when Milton's barbecuing. He's not sat by himself, well, standing by himself doing it.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot more of a social area, so it'll be an area where people can come and drink a beer with you while you're flipping your steak. I don't know. So that's the garden. There's like a huge amount planned and a huge vision for it, but it's also quite far away.
Yeah, it is.
And we don't like gardening.
God, we hate gardening.
So the biggest plan is to try and get this garden, when we do it, we'll be completely redoing the grass, weed membranes, everything, trying to get rid of all the weeds so we can start fresh.
Yeah.
And have a nice 2 patios, a nice big lawn with some bedding area for plants, some nice pots along the side. I'm hoping to also, along between the shed and where the little social area be, to do a like a cut flower garden, which I'm hoping with some planter boxes along the side, and then some lovely beautiful flowers.
Yeah.
Hi pigeon.
Yeah, it should hopefully be a pretty nice space and something that we can actually use. At the moment, we are just fighting a losing battle with weeds. God. Yeah.
Yeah, we are. So yeah, that is our house. We've shown you everything now. So that's our house, that's everything. All of the inside, the outside, and all of our plans for the future. So yeah, come back, follow the journey, see what we get up to. The next vlog will be a gardening vlog, and the one after that it'll be a birthday slash Brighton vlog. So we're going to Brighton, so we'll be doing a bit of travel, we'll be staying in the hotel, and we're going shopping and out for food, and we'll do like a lovely little weekend vlog showing all those bits, so it'll be really nice. So yeah, please tune back in. Anything to say?
No, that's everything.
Wonderful. Have a nice evening.